Hey guys, welcome back to Affordable. Now today I got a lot of different news for you guys, and the team that is honestly not that surprising that is in so many news is PSG. Now throughout the summer, obviously the deal that they wanted to get was Neymar, and obviously they got the player, and everybody felt that that was going to be the end for PSG for this summer at least. But like I told you guys yesterday, that is not happening. They're going out for Mbappe. That is one of the options that they want to get. Now, another player that was rumored throughout the summer to join PSG was Alexis Sanchez. But everybody saw this as the plan B. If Neymar didn't come to PSG, Alexis Sanchez was going to be the second option. But now it seems to be that Neymar and Dani Alves is trying to convince Alexis Sanchez to still join the club and just create their big three with Alexis Sanchez, Neymar, and I guess Mbappe will be the last guy. Obviously, it'll be surprising, honestly, if they are able to get so many of these players. I mean, Alexis Sanchez is definitely not gonna leave Arsenal for cheap. He joined Arsenal a couple of years ago from Barcelona for 40 to 50 million euros. He became a superstar in the Premier League, and obviously he's not gonna be a cheap player. That being said, PSG has shown that money is not an issue. So yeah, this can actually happen. Honestly, at this point, nothing really surprised me with football, especially with transfer. I feel like almost anything is possible since the Neymar deal happened. But that is not the last player that PSG is going for. They also seem to be going after Oblak, the goalkeeper for Atletico de Madrid. Now, Oblak has become one of the best goalkeepers in La Liga. To me, he's one of my favorites. I feel like he gives you almost anything that a goalkeeper can give you. He still is really young. He's only 24, and for a goalkeeper, you know that age is pretty young. Goalkeepers usually go until they're 40 years old. So, I mean, Oblak will be definitely a great adding to the club for PSG. Now, this is also not going to be an easy player to get. The biggest reason why it will be really difficult for Oblak to join PSG this year is that Atletico de Madrid will not be able to get a replacement for Oblak. They were banned by FIFA to sign any player until the winter transfer window of next year. So obviously for that reason, it will be just difficult to let any player go from Atletico de Madrid right now. That was one of the reasons why Atletico de Madrid said no to Barcelona about Griezmann, a player that they wanted, was because they just cannot sign a replacement for him. Now obviously PSG can pay the buyout clause of his contract and get the player that way. I'm not 100% sure how much his buyout clause will be. It should be pretty high because they just re-signed Oblak to a new contract last year. So again, it will take a big amount of money to get Oblak. But again, if they do get a really young, talented goalkeeper. I would say that right now he might be one of the best goalkeepers in the world. Maybe I would say top 3 even. So this will definitely not be a bad addition to PSG. Now let's talk about Barcelona. Now Barcelona obviously is trying to replace Neymar, and they obviously have 222 million to do that with. And the players that they seem to be focused on right now are Coutinho and Dembele. They're the two main players that Barcelona wants to bring to the club. Now first let's start with Dembele. Now there actually was the first meeting that happened between Barcelona and Dortmund, and there Dortmund asked Barcelona for 150 million euros in order to get Dembele. Now to me that honestly seems insane. To me, only paying 100 million euros for Dembele would be crazy, just because he's not a proven player. He's someone that has a lot of talent, and obviously he can become one of the best players in the world. But again, that is just something that might happen. It's not something that is proven to be happening. And I feel like when you pay over 100 million euros for a player, you have to play for something that the player already is, not for something that the player can be. For me, someone like Mbappe is even more developed than Dembele. For me, Barcelona can just not take a risk like that. I mean, at that point, you're basically gambling the future. If Dembele doesn't pay off and you pay 150 million euros for him, then your future is in danger at that point. I mean, Barcelona is not owned by a multi-millionaire that can just keep putting money into the club. That's just not how Barcelona works. So right now, Barcelona has to make sure that all the money that they got from Neymar, that 222 million euros, they have to make sure that that becomes 2 really good players or even more, and that can obviously help them to build for the future. Because again, if you gamble on one player and that player doesn't pay off, then honestly, your future is going to be in trouble. Now let's move on to Coutinho. Now the Coutinho deal is a lot different from Dembele. Coutinho has been a player that Barcelona has wanted throughout the summer, even before the Neymar transfer happened. I think Barcelona was still going after Coutinho. That was like a player that they felt that can support the team as far as in the middle of the field, that can maybe take some pressure off Iniesta, where Iniesta can rest throughout the season, and then by the end of the season, he's still a fresh player. Obviously Iniesta is one of the best players that ever played football, but the problem with him is his age. He's entering his last last year as a player. So adding someone like Coutinho is definitely gonna help out the club. Basically, Coutinho doesn't come to replace Neymar. I feel like he's gonna come into Barcelona to replace Iniesta. Also, it's been reported by Yahoo Sport that Coutinho is actually pushing for a deal to happen. He has talked to Georgian club twice already, asking him to let him leave the club that he wants to join Barcelona. Also, Coutinho has not been playing any of the preseason games with Liverpool. Now, this is being said that it's because of a pain that he has on his back, but some people are saying that this is just a way for Coutinho to push for a deal. And last, it's being reported by Sport that the deal might happen in a couple of hours, that Barcelona has traveled to Liverpool with an offer of 90 million euros with some variations of whether they win the Champions League. That will obviously mean more money for Liverpool, depending on how many games he actually plays in Barcelona. That can also mean some more money to Liverpool. So maybe by the time that you're watching this video, Coutinho is already a Barcelona player. If that is the case, then I think that the question next will be whether he comes to replace Neymar or he comes to replace Iniesta. So yeah guys, that's all the news that I got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, please don't forget to leave a like and to subscribe to the channel. And I hope you guys have a great day guys. Take care guys. Peace.